Hello, I'm retired Air Force Lieutenant Colonel Raul Reyes, candidate for Congressional District 23. I want to thank all of you who voted this past March the 3rd. Most of you voted for a grassroots candidates who include myself. On July 14th, you will have a clear choice. You can choose to continue Will Hurd's ineffective and pro-Nancy Pelosi voting record by casting your vote for the person he endorsed, Tony Gonzales, or myself, a homegrown from the district candidate. It is true, the establishment is lining up to support Mr. Tony Gonzales because they want business in D.C. to continue as usual. But it doesn't have to be that way. You can take a step forward and send President Trump some much-needed help to drain the establishment swamp. From our earliest days on the campaign trail, I have proudly called myself a Trump Republican. I've been endorsed by many grassroots who, like me, are fighting for the interests of the people. They know I fight for you and that I will defend Texas against the destructive agenda of socialists and corrupt politicians. As we move forward, I will show the big differences that exist between myself and my opponent. Believe me, folks, we are not the same. Experience, expertise, and character really do matter. My opponent knows this, and that's why he's hired consultant Clint. Reed is the person behind the scenes who has already used dirty Democrat-style tactics as part of a personal attack. But first, think about this. 41,000 people voted in the March 3rd primary. Approximately 11,000 people voted for Mr. Gonzales, and 10,000 voted for me. That leaves 20,000 Texans that voted for 7 other non-Will Hurd and non-establishment candidates. In short, 3 out of 4 voters voted for a conservative and ran away from the establishment candidate, Mr. Gonzales, even though D.C. and Austin PAC spent almost $250,000 to help him. My opponent saw the same results and knows Texans in the 23rd District do not want him, as we all do not want Hurd 2.0. That is why he's depending on Clint Reed and his vicious, nasty tactics. To win, they're going to have to play dirty, folks. There's already been a fake news article from an internet-based Inquirer-like so-called news source from South Texas. For my opponent to win, you should expect more of the same. So who is Clint Reed? Clint Reed was Florida Senator Marco Rubio's top staffer. Senator Rubio fired Clint Reed for improper conduct and harassment of campaign staff in his Miami, Florida office. According to news reports and the senator himself, Clint Reed was having improper relationships with employees and threatening to withhold employment benefits from them. Character matters, folks, and yet here he is. This is who works for and is consulting Tony Gonzales, a vicious consultant fired for inappropriate conduct who knows you want nothing to do with the more of the same Washington incompetence and corruption. So do not be surprised when you see more dirty tactics. It's the only way they can win. It's coming, folks. Be ready. You see, my opponent can't stand on policy and can't compare on experience and expertise. That leaves them with one option: go negative and go dirty. Tony Gonzales is going to try to discredit me in the next 3 months, folks. You heard it here first. For now, I'll be blasting this video throughout all the social media and sending it to all news agencies, especially the San Antonio Express News. They endorsed him. Everyone should be asking Mr. Gonzales why Clint Reed is even on his payroll, much less why he's associated with this kind of consultant. If you want better and really want to keep Texas red, vote for us on July the 14th. Early voting starts 6 to 10 July. Thank you. God bless you. God bless Texas, and God bless the USA.